is some shit that's going on right now in the LA schools.
Is a bit of insanity that
I don't even understand this.
I can hardly even.
And I don't think any of you are going to understand it either. But
and you're sure this is real?
Maybe, yeah.
You checked out?
No.
Checked
this
up
is
on it?
Look. So Christina Hoff Sommers was one of the biggest and most prominent feminists in the U.S. at one point, but then she had made the claim that men can't be women, saying that men that are becoming women are taking something away from what the women have been working for.
She committed the blasphemy of basically adhering to a scientific interpretation of biology.
Yes, and this was early on too. But either way, so she has been cast out of the sort of far left activist
by the side of the country that believes in science.
Yeah. But yeah. So, but she tweets this. She's a TERF, a trans exclusionary radical feminist now.
Oh my God!
Which the term was, of course, coined last year, 2 years ago, or some shit. But this is feminists that say, no, we've been working on for women's rights for decades now. I don't think men can just become women or just say I'm a woman and now you're a woman. It doesn't make any sense.
And then some BuzzFeed writer is like, you're a trans exclusionist.
Exactly.
Now it's in the zeitgeist.
Dude, they're kicked off of Twitter regularly and shit like that. But anyway, so she tweeted this.
She's a TE.
And she's a very, very grounded woman. I like her views. But anyways, this is in the LA Parent Union. LA schools shared this food neutrality video.
So she tweeted this. She didn't have anything to do with the video.
No. She retweeted this from LA Parent Union. Yeah. They tell our kids that we've lied to them and no food is better for them than another food. So let's just take a look at this video.
And who made the video? Do you know?
LA schools. LA.
But it's being shown by them at least.
I'm sure they paid for it.
Okay.
So let's just take a quick look at it.
I got us donuts. Those are so bad for you. Oh no, are they moldy? I mean, are they poisoned? Are you allergic? No, I'm just saying. You're judging my food choices based on a false standard of health again, aren't you? Guilty.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. No, they're donuts.
But why are we surprised that
they are fucking bad for you?
Yeah, but like at this point, why be surprised that there is a complete departure from logic? Like it is just not even in the ballpark of sanity anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I do.
And so it's been this thing. We've been going down this slope for a while of just like of increased detachment from any sense of like a linear progression of ideas. That one just started at this premise that I don't know where
does
how
that
they
come
arrived there, but it's just that is a false. What is it? What did she say?
It's a false premise.
No. What did she say though? She said that's a false whatever food hierarchy or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Play that again.
Yeah, let's go from all the way
that just
from the
went
beginning.
through my brain like a laser beam.
It didn't make any sense.
Yeah,
because okay. Let's just watch it again.
Okay, yeah.
I got us donuts. Those are so bad for you. Oh no, are they moldy? I mean, are they poisoned? Are you allergic? No, I'm just saying. You're judging my food choices based on a false standard of health again, aren't you?
A false standard of health.
Now, you can't just create that premise out of nothing.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
what's a false premise of health? A false standard of health? What is it?
I still don't know. So just back it up like 2 seconds.
Fucking
what was the last thing she said?
Based on a false standard of health again.
False standard of health again.
What's a false standard of health? Health is health, right? Standard of health is being healthy, not having ailments, being able to move your body the way that it is supposed to.
Are they maybe just talking about
being able to metabolize fucking,
Is she maybe just talking about like body image? Like it's like, oh, those are going to make you fat. Well, that doesn't mean I'm not healthy. Like,
well, it does.
Kind of does.
It does.
I mean, you don't have to be in perfect shape, but it's like, yeah, there are fucking limits, No,
but the more excess body fat you have on your body, the
it's
worse
just a statistical thing. That's it.
Yeah, it's just a fucking So, anyways, let's keep going.
And aren't you guilty?
Diet culture, fat phobia, and systems of oppression have created false hierarchies of food, and it shows up everywhere.
For instance,
did she sound African to you? Because what the hell does an African know about fat phobia? by the way.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's not some sort of nationalist rhetoric. That is.
I mean, just how many fat people do you really have?
Yeah,
there,
what's the stats? I wonder what the stats are on that. But all right, yeah. But also what she says. Hold on.
Diet culture, fat.
Hold on. What is this first thing she's saying?
Diet culture.
Diet culture. Okay, diet culture. Fat phobia. And systems of oppression.
Okay.
That's why we tell people to eat healthy.
Right.
That's why, because we're trying to oppress them. Systems of oppression.
Who? Okay. We have to find out who.
At Black Nutritionists.
Somebody do me a favor in the chat. Find out who exactly made this video. Somebody, if anybody can, if you can fucking open a tab and do that for us while we're doing this. Please, somebody tell me. Thank you.
But yeah, okay, so diet culture, fat phobia, and systems of oppression is... Okay, let's just...
Diet culture, fat phobia, and systems of oppression have created false hierarchies of food, and it shows up everywhere.
For instance...
Okay, for instance.
Harmful thought patterns like earning food through exercising, or that dessert is the reward for the punishment of eating vegetables.
What is the argument here? That you should just... That you should just fucking...
Just eat whatever the fuck you want.
Whatever you want all the time and not expect any
Nobody should ever be uncomfortable in their mind. But here's one thing, though, what they don't ever really touch on. Eating shitty diets makes you uncomfortable in every part of you. Brain, mood, body, fucking all of it goes to shit. It just does. We've talked about this a million times before.
We've both had our ups and downs.
Yeah.
And I've been eating pretty natural for a while, and dude, I mean, it is fucking amazing the difference.
I've been on a steady diet of eating pussy.
Mental clarity, and it's not the greatest example of that, but I was going to talk about how even keel you get when you eat.
No, I really do though.
No, what the biggest difference I notice is you just have more energy, blah blah blah, whatever.
For sure.
But the mental clarity was such a thing to me. Like once I got my diet right, and you figure out what works for you, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, I was in a fog for years. Like, yeah.
Yes. Yes. So yeah, let's
watch the rest of this.
Yeah, let's keep going.
But anyways, yeah, there's clear benefits to eating well.
Food.
We are all incorrectly taught from a young age that our size, and therefore the foods that we eat, are markers of our self-worth. Moralizing food.
No, we're not. We're not though.
Your bad self-esteem is not everyone else's fault,
and it's also not going to impact the science of nutrition. Just because you feel like people feel that they're worth less than other people because they're big. I've never done that. I mean, maybe when I was a kid, we would fucking, pick on the fat kid as kids. We're all fucking asshole monsters when we're children.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That's just the redheaded kid, the left-handed kid, the fat kid. They all got it.
Kid from India, Burnham.
Just everybody.
With hot, whatever, yeah.
That's not true, but yeah, your self-image is entirely up to you, unfortunately. Because apparently you can't handle that.
And by the way, it's not as though we all haven't seen many, many, many obese people who are for some reason extremely confident. It's possible.
Yeah, and that's fine. Good for you.
Great. And
also,
you know what? I don't think the average person at all anymore, really wants to bully someone.
No.
It's like for being fat. It's like nobody really
just
thinks
not
of it that
there.
way.
I
And
know.
in fact, the average person, for the most part,
I feel pretty bad
but
for
even
somebody.
me, like if you're confident and having fun, then great. Who cares? It's not my business what you want to do. But don't tell me that like being aware that a tomato is better than a chocolate cake for your health is somehow like bigoted.
Yeah, oppressive and
how far is this shit gonna go? And is this actually anyone even listening to this, or just yelling at nothing? Do people believe this even?
This is played at LA schools. So I don't know. Maybe this is just some fucking Twitter account. Who knows? But somebody went through the trouble of making this. This is Savage X Fatty. Moralizing food can lead to whatever. So my point has always been this: if I come up to you and make fun of your curly red hair and giant beard,
that's what I'm sensitive about.
Exactly. You're not going to react to that.
No.
Because you don't think it's real. You don't have any feelings of that.
Sure.
If I come up and say like some personal shit to you that I know is going to
no examples?
Yeah, a bunch. But you know what I mean? Like,
what are you going to make fun of my bottle collection? You're going to say I got nothing before 1880? Yes. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah.
Huh? You're going to say I don't have any old soda blobs? Huh?
Yes. But you know what I mean? It's like you have to already have this view of yourself for it to trigger something in you.
Sure,
You can't.
And I am insecure about my bottle collection.
He is. Say the personal shit. No, Katie. But no. Okay, so. Okay, say this, and this is not something that I actually believe, so whatever. But if I came up and was like, "Oh yeah, wannabe rapper," like, "Oh, you didn't fucking do," you know what I mean? Like ripped on that, you might be like, "Hey, dude, what the fuck are you talking about?" Because it might strike a chord. Here, use this pistol.
Now my rapper. Yeah.
But yeah, my point being is your self-image is up to you. There are plenty of people that are fucking just fine with however they are. But if you're putting your self-image on everyone else, that's a recipe for disaster. And it can't even be fucking... That's not something that can be... it's not a tenable fucking solution to have everyone else pretend that you're great because you don't think it.
We've seen this.
It doesn't fucking matter.
We've seen this trick many times where it's like, and I guess, again, like we talk about, it's typically, I think, more on the what they call the left, which doesn't even really make any fucking sense. Nobody knows what left and right even mean anymore.
No.
But yeah.
But it used to be. It's used by everyone though.
It's really an appeal to it. It's almost like an appeal to emotion, and it's almost like a weird distortion of identity politics too, where it's like a grouping together, an appeal to emotion, and a guilting, and and also incentivizing victimhood. And
that's all it is. It's monetizing.
It's all the tricks.
Is really what it is. It's monetizing it. So that's where you really have to go with it. But here, I'm going to bring this back a little bit though, because again, this part is where it gets. I mean, obviously, all of it is silly, but this
foods
part
that we eat are markers of our self-worth.
No, nobody says it's a marker of your self-worth. They say it's a marker of your self-health.
Dude,
that's two fucking very different things.
And I like sympathize with people like this because I've had my times where food was a huge crutch for me, right? Where it's just like if you're depressed or stressed or whatever the fuck is going on.
For sure, there's
just killing yourself with a giant thing of nachos and flautas and tamales and a thing of horchata and 2 sodas and flan, and it's like you know what I mean? No, but I've eaten meals like that 1,000 times. I get it. I've been like 240 pounds before. Like I understand, but I would have never told you this is a good idea. This is actually a good choice.
Exactly. And I would have also not thought that me eating 5 full-size bags of candy at once with like fucking. Again, nachos and fucking, I used to have this weird smorgasbord of stone snacks that I would just do. And it was horrible. It's fucking terrible. But yeah, I don't know where they're going with this besides sort of a victim.
It's just the
culture.
The landscape has been set this way. It's all been set up so that you can make giant leaps like this, and fucking smooth brain morons are gonna go. Oh, you know what? That
is mean.
They are
it's not.
Health. The health is mean now.
Yes.
Health is mean. Must support giant black girl.
Yeah, she said it. I believe it. All right.
Moralizing food can lead to harmful relationships with food and disordered eating. Instead of focusing on good and bad choices, try to approach food with neutrality in mind. The only foods that are...
But it's not neutral. But food's not neutral.
What is that, Haitian?
I don't know.
Like it has maybe Zambiar.
But... yeah, but food's not neutral. What you put in your body is not neutral.
These
things...
Madagascar.
All right.
Sorry.
Are foods that contain allergens, poisons, and contaminants. Or food that is spoiled or is otherwise inedible.
Those are the only ones you shouldn't eat.
Okay. Like I said, pretty much everything at the store.
Yeah, I guess. Now you're saying... yeah, that's a good point.
I'm just making my point for me. So, but like... I don't, you know what I mean? What more can you say other than it's just total lunacy? And it's built on a foundation of the acceptance of a slowly building pile of bullshit that's been going on the past 10 years.
Like, it's built on this idea of relativism, which comes out of relativism, which kind of merged with Marxism and postmodernism,
Existentialism.
where nothing
That's
there
also
is
something.
no fundamental reality. Everything is relative. Everything is just a social construct, but that's not true. It's just not fucking true.
No,
unfortunately, if you're
talking about the postmodernists or the yeah, right? Yeah, okay.
Postmodern, yeah.
I always get them
relativism
sometimes mixed up,
is one of the belief systems that's kind of encapsulated in all of those things,
okay.
nothing is. There is no fundamental reality that's all contingent on.
Therefore, validating each person's individual experience to the fullest extent.
The most important thing.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So
not taking an aggregate of our shared experience and what we can relate to each other.
Yeah, and science.
Right, sure. Yeah.
Repeatable fucking experiments that show us results that we go, okay, this is something that we can now, you know what I mean, chalk up to, at least until it changes, and science does evolve and whatever.
It's like appealing to a certain type of person, right? Somebody who is,
of course,
maybe in desperate need of validation, I guess, or something like that. So why don't we like it?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
We're despite our desperate need for attention and validation, we're too fucking smart. Sorry.
Yeah. It's a curse, Phil. Mm-hmm. It's a curse.
Stuck in a limbo where we have very few contemporaries. It's very lonely here in the void.
Yes, it is. But everyone remembers Super Size Me?
Oh, the movie.
That wasn't some oppressive film. That was a dude that tried to eat McDonald's every day for a month and almost fucking died.
Which I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that have been. Oh, but he ate three times a day.
Yeah, 3 times a day,
yeah.
nothing. Yeah. And his doctor was like, "Hey, dude, you can't do this
anymore. Yeah.
You can't do this anymore."
And he had described by the end of it just the total decline in the way he felt and everything about his life. He couldn't think.
Yes,
he couldn't get an erection even.
Yeah.
It was like his
Sean
whole body
asks, "Is Nestle behind this video?" I'm eating chocolate chips out of the bag right now, Katie says. Eric says, I mean, look at this chick's hairline. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but she had a hairline. I don't know, unless you're talking about a hairline fracture that I didn't notice. Michael says, I have been fuck-is-een on food from the store. So these are all great comments, guys.
It does say that. I have been fuck-is-een on food from the store. Fuck you. That guy was an alcoholic. Who's that?
I don't know. But we're at 2:02 right now. Let's go take a quick break. Okay. And we got a bunch of bullshit some awesome shit to come back to.
Yeah, third hour.
Really do. We'll vibe out.
Shit, dude. I knew it. We have fucking 30 things. We have like 30 things written down. And, let's compromise. 40. Like 40 things written down. And before we started, I'm like, yeah, we're not going to get to half of these. We have gotten to fucking 1%. So, yeah, We'll take a really, really, really fast break, and we'll be right back here on your favorite show. We are your maskless bandit pals, and you are listening to Radioville Population Truth.